Amsterdam, the easiest way to get from A to B is by bike. Almost every Amsterdammer possesses one, and all of these bikes need a place for parking. Everyone is familiar with the fact that Amsterdam has a large red light district containing dark alleys and prostitutes behind windows.
If there is something we need, it's a leap of faith. A step away from the comfort zone and be a little brave. So take a look around you. How far can you see? How far do you think you can run, standing on your knees? It's a beautiful world out there. Just don't pass on the dare. If you have the will and a moment to spare, it's a beautiful world out there. It's a beautiful world.
There you are, guys, look. So here's the tram line. There's the campsite, literally over that bridge, the other side of that river. Canal. And you're at the tram line. I think this is the end of the tram line going into
yeah, because it's quite easy, because we get on here, we get off at the end,
which is
vice versa.
Yeah, we'll tell you what number in a minute, so let's have a look.
14.
Is it 14, is it?
Yeah.
Okay. So this is known as Flavel Park Bada, and it's 14 Central, isn't it? You looked up.
Yeah.
We need from here to go to into central Amsterdam, and when you're in Amsterdam you have to look up 14 to Flavel Park Bad. Okay guys, we're on now, so it's Flavel Park, number 14 to central, and it's €3.40 each. You just zap your card and then it picks it up. So you zap it on when you get on, and you zap it when you get off. But you can't use your same, if you have a joint card, you can't use the same card for both of you. You have to have a card each separate. So guys, there we go.
Centraal station, eindpunt, Central Station, the end of this line. Don't forget to check out.
And the line Central. Here we are then, Central, as they call it, Amsterdam. Come and have a look. That was easy enough, wasn't it, to be honest with you?
It's really easy.
Tram system is easy, literally about 20 minutes, 25 minutes, something like that.
You wouldn't need to use your car or your bike.
You wouldn't want to?
I personally wouldn't want to use your bike in here. It's too risky.
No, definitely couldn't get away with. I wouldn't want to use scooters here.
No.
Definitely wouldn't. We haven't seen
You'd
one
spend your whole
single
time
scooter.
pushing them.
Yeah, obviously bikes galore everywhere. Here we are, we're by the Lovers Canal Cruises. And listen to this, guys. Just so
Amsterdam, the easiest way to get from A to B is by bike. Almost every Amsterdammer possesses one, and all of these bikes need a place for parking, such as this tower block for bikes, diagonally left in front of you. This 3-story parking lot for bicycles has a capacity of no less than 2,500 bikes. These aren't by far the only bicycles you will come across during your ride tour. Just take a look around at any given moment along the tour. Odds are you'll spot a few close by in bike racks, against houses, or chained to bridges or streetlights. There is a reason for that, by the way. You'll never guess how many bikes get stolen in Amsterdam. It's about 50,000 annually. To prevent their bikes from being stolen, many inhabitants paint or decorate their bicycle.
So there you go, guys. That building there, up there.
No. It's this.
It's that.
See
Yeah.
all the bike things?
Yeah, there.
Because it says it's only 3 stories.
So it'll be this
It's
here.
not the
Yeah,
building.
not the building. It's this here, which is for that bike rack. It's a big bike rack.
2,500 bikes.
And like they said, there's bikes everywhere.
Absolutely.
Look at this here. Fancy a bike? But if they're painted up, can't pinch them because they're easy to track.
Definitely paint mine up.
In front of you unfolds a typical Amsterdam tableau. Canals, bridges, grand historical dwellings with their signature Dutch facades. If the weather is nice, it's safe to say there will be plenty of boats on the water. It's these moments when the Amsterdam people enjoy the water in the city to the fullest. To the Amsterdammers, the water is the place of choice for leisure and celebration. Take for instance King's Day, the day that the Dutch people celebrate the birthday of their king Willem-Alexander.
As we were just saying about bikes, it's a colourful one. Absolutely everywhere.
No, you wouldn't have many that's got a red bike with one blue tyre.
No, you want to pinch that over, are they?
Cross Singel via the wide bridge in front of Café van Zuilen. Walk past the statue of the Dutch writer Multatuli. Edward Douwes-Dekkers, as his real name was, is among the most famous Dutch writers of the 19th century. He used to work as an official in the Dutch Indies. It was here that he wrote his most famous work, Max Havelaar, a novel in which he, based on his own experiences, denounced the way the native population was being treated by the Dutch Indian governance.
It's a wide bridge, isn't it, this one?
It's good though.
Good.
The cafes are.
Yeah. We're going to get us a coffee somewhere. We nearly walked into a... Class is here, do we sit down? You sat down, didn't you?
They were selling some sort of coffee.
They were selling some sort of coffee. We walked in and went, "Woo!" and walked back out.
Like, not this sort of coffee.
It's a kind of coffee.
Latte.
One we were okay with. Pancake shop place. We got two omelets and bread
Really?
and salad.
Salad. Greenery.
Right, let's enjoy. Lamborghinis and a Ferrari. He's running after them up the road. Well, told you see it all here. Captain Jack Sparrow there, isn't it? Right, so where we are now, guys, is...
You've now reached the Dam. This lively square has been the beating heart of the city for centuries. Hundreds of years ago, it was a market square which emerged on the spot where the first inhabitants of Amsterdam constructed a dam in the Amstel River. Ships from all the corners of the world would drop anchor here to trade their goods. In present days, the Dam is a symbolical location. It features various national symbols, such as the wide stone column across the road. This is the national monument, designated as a memorial to the Dutch war victims. Every year on May the 4th, the National Memorial Day is held here. Another important symbol on the Dam is the Royal Palace, situated at the right side of the plaza. Next to the palace is the new church, in which all the coronations and royal weddings take place. A recent event which took place was when King Willem-Alexander married Maxima Zorigeda a few years ago. Over Over here you can observe the construction of the Noord-Zuid line, or North-South line, at the wide street you're standing on now called Roeking. When completed, this North-South line will cross the entire city of Amsterdam. From Amsterdam North it will pass underneath the A and past Central Station to the station and business district of Amsterdam South. The primary reasons for its constructions are economic benefits and the reduction of the crowdedness in the city, tram cars and buses, as well as the travel times. The line will almost halve the north to south travel time from 31 minutes to 16 minutes. The construction of the north-south line does not always go as easy as planned. The construction activities have often been put to a halt due to the sagging of historical buildings on its route.
Roeking Centrum. Cool bikes, aren't they?
To the right of you can see an elegantly decorated gate. Walk through this Oude Manhuispoort, as it's called, into the alley. This name means Old Man's Home Gate. Keep on walking straight into the Oude Manhuis complex, which used to be a home to elderly Amsterdammers. These days you will mostly find young Amsterdammers here. It's now a part of the University of Amsterdam. It houses the faculties of law and social sciences. To the right you can see 15 historical shop displays which still remain in full use. Every day a book market is being held here. The merchants store their books in the displays which they open up during the market. Make sure to take a look around here before you continue your eye tour further into the corridor. In the weekends and after 6 o'clock the corridor is closed. The best alternative then is to walk along the water and go into the next street called Rusland to the right.
What's in this little car? Claire?
Half panda.
Half a panda?
Half panda.
Half a panda car, is it?
Yes. Another one there, a little red one.
That's the other half of it. Even getting married on that boat down there, aren't they? There's a wedding procession going on that one.
There's the wedding load.
Taking a leisurely cruise.
Did you notice those little paws on the sidewalks? There are thousands of them in Amsterdam. These Amsterdammetjes, or little Amsterdammers, are there to prevent people from parking their cars on a sidewalk. Let's take a closer look at one of the poles. Can you see the 3 crosses on the side? They are a reference to the city's coat of arms. 2 lions carrying a red shield with 3 vertically ordered black crosses on it. Take a look at the images to see how the coat of arms exactly looks. But what exactly is the meaning behind these 3 crosses? Play the quiz to find out.
Just massive waterways linking everywhere in it, which is what it's known for. Yeah, you got a market. Did you say Maroon 5, the band?
They're singing here, 25th of June.
25th of June, 2023, if you're interested. That's the party boat.
Every day of the week except for Sunday, and it's been recorded 114 years.
The monumental house on the right-hand side of the street is het Rembrandthuis. It was the residence of the most prominent painter of the Dutch school, Rembrandt van Rijn, for many years. You'll probably know him as the painter of the Nachtwacht, the Night Watch. The interior of the mansion is just like it was when the painter lived here 3 centuries ago. If you like, you could buy a ticket and see the house from the inside. Rembrandt was very concerned with his standing. He liked the world to understand that he was a renowned and talented artist. That is why he purchased this ornamental mansion. He was at the height of his fame at that time, so Rembrandt saw no need to put too much stress on the expenses on the house and its luxurious furnishing. However, after 20 years he could no longer keep it up financially. His paintings no longer earned him enough income to sustain his comfortable life in this gorgeous place. He even got hit by bankruptcy, which forced him to sell the house and all of its furnishing.
As you just heard there, guys, from 1606, the Rembrandt house. I don't know whether it is open or not, to be honest with you, because looking at it, it looked like it's open. So you can buy tickets, but who knows. So we're going to carry on down the canal system now, past this shady house that's leaning to one side. It's a cafe. From 1695.
Do you see the little slanted house on the waterside?
The one we've just been on about.
This is one of the many characteristic bruine cafes or brown cafes that can be found scattered throughout Amsterdam. As the name suggests, the brown color is notably represented in the interiors of these cafes. The brown lacquered wood is recurring in the bar, the tables and portions of the walls. These brown elements create a very distinctive atmosphere, which the Dutch would describe as gezellig. This is a word that cannot be translated, although the English cozy and German Gemütlichkeit are pretty close. It's definitely a recommendation to pay a visit to one of the many brown cafes during your stay and go for a beer or a piketanissie, the Amsterdam slang term for gin. It's the best way to find out and experience the meaning of gezellig.
That's one of them, what we were just on about then, the brown, what was it called?
Brown cafe.
Brown cafe. And that little car.
Quarter of a panda.
Quarter of a panda.
Yeah, it was only a one-seater. It's a quarter.
How does one live right in the center of the city near the water without having to buy an expensive house? This question has led to an invasion of houseboats in the center of Amsterdam. It is no longer allowed to just randomly place a houseboat at any location, and they no longer are that cheap anymore either. Still, there are plenty of them to be found in the city, as is the case in the water over here. As you can see, there are roughly speaking two different types of houseboats. Actual barges that have been modified into a dwelling, and the floating pontoons, which have a house built on top. The latter have the advantage that they are more spacious and lighter than the modified boats. On the other hand, these pontoons are not so easy to move. Moreover, they are also more prone to sinking in unexpected situations.
They live on them, yeah. It's supposed to have been a cheaper way years gone by to live on houseboats. But it's just saying that some of them floating pontoons are prone to sinking. Is that a stadium you're on about up there, isn't it?
I think so. Looks like there's a lot of people.
Yeah, some sort of big stadium we're on about, that big place over there. This is now is in the, it's actually the Nemo Harbour, did you say it's called?
Nemo.
Yeah, that looks like a shape of a big old ship or big ship. It's obviously some
like
sort of
science
place, museum. Big old galleon place over there, galleon ship. You got some of the houseboats again. And the inner harbour. Still by the harbour area at the moment, where the old canal boats have been turned into dwellings to live on. That over there, yeah, like Chinese looking.
Yeah.
And you got this building here opposite. That's cool on the top, isn't it?
Yeah.
Guys, we're into the red light district, as you can see. Won't be doing too much video in here, obviously, for reasons. Don't want my camera taken off me.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, there you go. The famous Amsterdam red light district.
Everyone is familiar with the fact that Amsterdam has a large red light district containing dark alleys and prostitutes behind windows illuminated in red. But how did it actually come to this? For ages, Amsterdam was a busy harbour city where vessels from all corners of the world would drop anchor. The red light district is located on this exact spot because in those days it was close to the harbours. After spending months at sea, many sailors often came here for a little disport. When the harbour gradually started to decrease in size, it was eventually relocated to the northwestern side of the city. This was quite unprofitable for the red light district as it took away the customers. However, this changed when after World War II, the amount of brothels started to rise again. While other cities started to outlaw prostitution, Amsterdam was allowing it. This started an influx of prostitutes to this neighborhood. Besides, it also conformed to the image of freedom of the city. In present days, the authorities are not as tolerant towards the prostitution. They claim it stimulates the local criminality. They have been working on reducing the amount of brothels for the past few years. Measures they use to do this include a stricter supervision on brothels and by buying the houses that have become vacant. If you ever return to Amsterdam, it's very likely that the red light district as we know it now no longer exists. If you ask any tourist for things that are typical to Amsterdam, coffee shops are probably included on this list. There are many of those to be found here in the Wallen. You must have encountered a few of them already, such as the Bulldog, which you will pass soon. Nowhere else on the planet is the sale and use of soft drugs as common as it is in this part of Amsterdam. It belongs to the city, so to speak. But how is it possible that marijuana is permitted in the Netherlands? And why do the coffee shops flourish particularly over here? The reason for the large amount of coffee shops in the Wallen is that there are a lot of potential customers here. Most of them are tourists. It's less clear what the reason for adopting the current policy of tolerance was 30 years ago. On this day, there are still heavy debates between the policy's supporters and opponents. Those who oppose claim that legalizing stimulates drug abuse, while the supporters say that it leads to reduction of criminality. Worth mentioning is that the Dutch state earns about 300 billion euros annually from the sale of soft drugs. If you consider this, it's not that strange to tolerate it, is it?
Sticker? There's another sticker as well somewhere else.
A little barrier.
Right guys, so your tour guide was Izzy.
Izzy.
From
Izzy Travel.
Izzy Travel, which is a world IZI, which is a worldwide, literally worldwide cities and the likes of. It's free as well, free app, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's an app which is, let me just quickly bring it up for you.
Izzy Travel.
Izzy Travel, which is there, look, there you can see it. IZI Travel. Brilliant, as you saw all the way around there, gives you free information where you are. A lot more than we could have pulled out and sorted for you. So we've gone around in a circle. We're back now to the central, the train station central by the square. I hope you enjoyed that tour around Amsterdam, best we could anyway. So we'll see you tonight. We're going to come back tonight when it's all lit up. Maybe do a boat trip tonight. So catch you later. Bye. This is central at night, guys. This is beyond crazy, isn't it? This is just total shuffle along up the street and back down the street. Everybody's going one way that way and everybody's going one way this way and down there. Should we get out of here?
Yes.
Let's go and find somewhere a bit quieter, if there's anywhere. Well guys, that's your Amsterdam experience over. By day and by night. Make your minds up what you think.
What an experience.
What an experience, eh? Obviously you've seen through the day and the different highlights of the different places by Izzy. Telling us along the way. Then obviously this evening coming back in to have the boat trip, which is brilliant really, that boat trip I think.
It was amazing.
Yeah, especially at night. I mean in the day would have been good, don't get me wrong, in the day would have been really good, wouldn't it? But at night time you got all the lights.
Just having
and,
those lights
yeah,
and
that's,
it's
yeah.
reflecting off the water, that's what I like.
And then to just go to that main well-known strip, as you know.
Which wasn't there for long.
No, it was just so manic. So manic. The amount of people walking.
Could not move.
No, and it's just down one street, back up the other street, there's police and there's guards everywhere, obviously looking after the said people down there. How they do it, I don't know in this world. But anyway, each to their own. As I say, make your minds up. Anyway guys, we're going to finish it here now. It's just gone 10 o'clock at night and it's we're back in the square area, which is a bit quieter. Literally down that area it's getting a bit too much, isn't it really?
Yeah.
But we thought we'd come to experience, show you guys what it's all about, so you can make your own minds up whether you come or not to Amsterdam, by day or by night. So we're going back to the campsite now, back to the van, and chill out for the night, and we'll catch you probably tomorrow on the next one. But I think that'll be it for now for the Amsterdam experience.
Yeah, who knows?
So don't forget to subscribe, press that button, and we'll see you on the next one. Bye for now.
Bye.